some kind of sign. Now I've reached the destination with someone of my kind. Keep me breathing with a feeling like an LED light. Now I'm moving through the shadows. You woke me up tonight. I know that everything's in focus now. I'm seeing clearly for the first time. Today I woke up feeling more alive. Tomorrow everything will turn around.
Hello.
And our camera's broken right off the bat. Look at that. That's great. Oh, boy. It's going to be one of those days.
Which one is it? This one.
Camera one, yeah. You know it's EVGA Weekly, and you know we're live when this stuff keeps happening.
Did I fix it?
There you go. Okay, it's EVGA Weekly. We're your hosts. I'm Peter. This is Jacob.
We are frozen.
We are live. We are so all the way live that we go on the air with a broken camera.
Yes.
You know what? I asked Santa.
One too many cameras.
I asked Santa this year for a new stream setup.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you bring it?
No. I don't know if that says more about him or about me.
About you.
Well,
you've
then,
been bad.
I guess I have been. No, wait, no, I haven't. I've been great. I've been great. I've been great.
Peter Cheater.
I've been great all year.
Peter Cheater.
I don't know.
See, now that...
These are dark rumors, like these rumors that you weren't going to be here today, and that apparently we had until February off. Like all these rumors, unsubstantiated. You're here. We're here.
Peter Cheater is true though.
I don't think so. It's not a Twitch stream without some hardware problem. Well, there you go. So yeah, we're almost at the end. Almost at the end of 2019. Go figure.
Almost,
yeah. So what are you going to do in your last EVGA? This is the last EVGA Weekly of 2019.
It is. Yeah. It's the last. So we will not have another stream until next year.
I know. So I mean, hope you guys can
next decade.
Oh, wow. It is. Wait, no. Yeah, it is the next decade. Yeah. Wait, is it not the next decade because you don't count the zero?
I think it's the next decade.
Kind of like when the year 2000 happened, right? It wasn't the new millennium because the new millennium starts in 2001 because you don't count year zero.
Okay. So then what was so then 2000 was not
like because like if you can imagine like when year zero happened, they didn't count it as year zero. You waited till the next year for year one. Yeah. So is the next year
that
the
was
new
the Y, and
decade?
then we had the Y2K bug that happened that year. All the computers.
Oh man.
They took over is what happened.
No, there was a lot of people, doomsdayers, who like built their fallout shelters for the year 2000 for the Y2K bug. I mean, I bet they felt pretty silly.
Yeah, not much happened. Actually.
No. Y2K was actually very
listen
much
in history. Nothing happened when it turned 2000. Really.
Yep.
Everyone was so worried though. I remember you could go to like Staples or whatever, like a store, and they would sell like Y2K readiness like software for your PC.
Now, if any of you guys, anyone who here is too young to if you were born before or born after Y2K, you'd be 20 years old coming up.
It makes me feel really old.
If you don't remember what Y2K was, it was basically older computer systems, when they were registering the year, they only had 2 digits for the year. Yeah. So then when the year 1999 was rolling around, when it would be the year 2000, it would register as the year 00. Now, that might cause some problems with like records and banks, but it wouldn't cause like planes to fall out of the sky.
Yeah, I remember them thinking that planes were going to fall out of the sky and don't fly on that time.
Yeah, and then trains would like not be able
derail or whatever.
I mean, the only reason why planes would fall out of the sky would be like someone at the air control tower, they had to do a soft reboot of their machine, and then like it just wouldn't go in, and then they couldn't guide people back. I mean, that might have happened, but nothing happened.
I remember I turned on my computer and it said January 1st, 2000, and everything worked fine.
Everything worked fine. And you know what? I have a feeling that the year 2020, everything's going to work fine again. Yeah. But who knows?
We hope.
Remember the last big apocalypse year was 2012.
Oh, because of the end of calendar or Mayan calendar.
Here's a fun graphics guy fact. I worked on a TV show called Brad Metzer's Decoded, and I worked on a special called the the end of the world special. It was all about the year 2012 and how people were preparing for Doomsday and all the ways Doomsday could have happened. And if you can find that episode somewhere, it's a History Channel show. If you can find it,
you worked on that?
Yeah, I worked on it.
Really? So what did you do for it?
I did the graphics.
Okay.
So like there's shots where like where planets will explode, and I do like the exploding graphics and all that. So if you can obtain the show somehow, you can check that out. Brad Meltzer's Decoded. It's the end of the world 2012
Does
special.
it have your credits in it?
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, that's cool. Here's a fun fact. So how many credits are you in of productions and stuff? I'm in one. I'm in one that I know of.
You stop counting after a while because, quite frankly, like the first time you're in like a show and you show it off to someone, like they go, "Oh, so you're like that one name like in the middle."
Yeah.
You're not exactly like and once you realize people aren't that impressed anymore, you kind of stop showing them, and then you kind of stop counting. It's kind of like asking me here, like, "Oh, Peter, how many product launches have you been a part of?" And like, you know what? It's not that impressive after a while.
A lot.
Yeah.
So I'm in one credits.
Okay, what show are you?
It's not a show.
Oh.
I'm in. So if you get the Sonic the Hedgehog, what was the game that came out like 2 years ago? The side scroller one, the good one.
Sonic Mania.
Sonic Mania.
Okay.
I'm in the credits for Sonic Mania.
What'd you do?
Well, I just worked with the developers at shows and stuff like that, and they put me in the credits, which was pretty cool. So I'm not actually in the game credits, but I'm in the booklet. So if you buy the retail game, you get a booklet. I'm in there.
Oh, there you go. See,
I have one. I have one booklet.
So for all of you out there who don't have credits in something, realize that having your name in the credit really doesn't mean much. So don't let that be a life goal.
It's cool though.
Yeah, it is cool, but again, that and a buck will get you a bag of chips at 7-Eleven. Don't forget the buck. That's important.
There's so many the credits for movies, they get long. I mean, there's so many people involved in the making of a movie from every department. They get longer and longer. I think in another 20 years, it'll be, we'll have like half an hour of credits probably.
Yeah, I mean, we actually kind of do have a half hour of credits now. It's just you step out before that occurs. Like there's the big time actor credits.
No, but you have to stay for the
for the after credits.
Yeah, for the
no.
credits.
See, because they put the after the credits scene like after the big movie credits. That's the one with like the animated stuff all over it, and then like they don't actually put it at the end of the credits. Like after this end where like all the investors are shown and all that. I don't think they put anything at the end of those. Oh yeah, so there you go. Someone got the wiki synopsis. Brad and team study more apocalyptic prophecies of 2012. Like, one of the weird things about working on that show is when I was on the editing room floor, and like you see the things that they cut out, like, what? So you don't think that's gonna cause the end of the world? You think that this guy, like, going from town to town on his bike looking for supplies, that's more important than like, this other part? It's a trip working on a TV show.
So I saw somebody ask a question about the giveaway today. So we do have a giveaway today. Look at this. We got a table now.
So we got the giveaway table. I don't know if this is going to be like a permanent thing, but...
Well, last week it was the hot dog table, and this week it's the...
giveaway table.
I don't know. Anyways, this is the giveaway that we have today. So it is a 750 watt GA power supply. So this is one of the newer models that we launched, and it's fully modular, and it's gold rated, and it's a pretty attractive price if you end up buying one. For a fully modular power supply. So if you're looking for a relatively inexpensive power supply that is pretty good overall and fully modular, then check out the GA series, and we're going to give away one today.
So, a couple of things. Number one, a lot of people are asking why there's no Alohas before the end of the year. Was that ever our thing? I don't remember ever saying Aloha.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's not a thing we do.
Wolfskin said that he won the Audio Pro last week, but didn't get an email. So, what was the secret word last week?
It was, what game did we play? Deliver to the Moon? What was the secret word?
I don't remember.
Was it hot dog? No, it wasn't hot dog.
Oh yes, I remember. It was the one that we had to do Google's holiday hot dog or something, right?
Hot dog holiday.
Hot dog holiday.
Hot dog holiday. Because we wanted to make sure that thing wasn't taken up by unscrupulous, salacious people. EVGA...
Oh, Wolfskin, you are correct, actually. We did not send that, so apologies.
Oh, Freeman. EVGA at PAX South 2020 next month. Yes, I
check
believe
now,
it will be
Wolfskin.
there.
You should have it.
Is the stream still offline? It should not be, but then you wouldn't know me answering that if your stream was offline, so go figure that out, huh?
So, if any of you guys win, you should get an email that same day confirming your shipping address. So if you don't get an email for whatever reason, you can always email podcast@evga.com, and we'll look into it. But don't email us if you didn't win, because...
Then you're definitely not going to win.
Because then you're definitely not going to get any Christmas presents next year.
Yeah, I mean...
Just like him.
Just like me.
Just like him.
That's why I have to deal with broken cameras all the time. There's another question out there that I thought was pretty good. But no. I think I told you that the other show that I worked on, well, I mean, I worked on one of the last movies I worked on before I entered EVGA's illustrious halls was The Last of Robin Hood, where I spent hours working on Helen Hunt's wig.
Really?
Yeah, it's graphics work in Hollywood is a thankless job. But one of the more interesting shows I worked on a pilot that never made it to air. It was called Party Wars, and it was a show about these girls having Sweet 16 parties, and they competed to see who would have like the best party.
There's a lot of shows like that, I think, already.
But the reason why I bring it up now is because guess who? You're not gonna guess who hosted that show's pilot.
You did.
No, it wasn't me. But I did have to figure out who won, and I don't know why that responsibility was given to me.
Really?
Now, here's a spoiler about reality shows. If the graphics guy
who's really reality.
Yeah, the graphics guy who's terrible at math has to be the one who figures out who wins the show. There's something about the reality-ness of it. But the host of the show was one Lori Loughlin, who's in the news lately. Guess maybe if the Party Wars pilot got picked up, maybe she wouldn't have gotten herself into so much trouble. I don't know.
All right. So, anyways.
Anyway,
I was not in any movies of any sort. So.
Well, I mean, I wasn't in a movie either.
Or I had no involvement in any production of any movies as well. Although, I did work with somebody a few years back for getting some EVGA parts that were going to be in a film.
Huh.
And I don't remember what happened with that, to be honest. But I think we ended up being in it. It was a show. It was going to be a show about like gamers, or there was gamers involved in it, and they had a rig on there, and they were looking for hardware. So, yep. Oh, I totally forgot about the comics again. Did we post the comics?
No, we didn't. I totally forgot to.
Oh my gosh. That's not it.
That's not it. Like to the max. It's the gaming give.
That's it. Why did they put 12?
I don't even know why you're thinking of 12. But no, we totally
that don't work either.
Forgot the comics. Go to news.
Oh.
News
right,
on the left. There you go. A little lower, right there.
There it is.
Yeah. So I don't know why you're going to this because I haven't filled out the winners yet.
Whoops.
Whoopsie doodle.
Our bad.
Whoopsie doodle.
So, anyways, we do have some stuff to talk about. We'll get it next week.
Okay, we'll get it
next week.
I'll try my best to remember. I'll stay up all New Year's night if I have to.
How to enter for the draw. Okay, so we will have a secret word later on in the show, and then you'll have a website that you go to put in that secret word, and then we'll pick live on the stream, and then you can win. That's how it works. That's how we do all of our giveaways here on the stream. It's the best way that we can find to do it.
Yeah, complete chance and randomness.
Without any controversy, although sometimes there still is.
Yeah.
Especially during a particular segment that we continue to do despite the controversy.
Despite it being highly controversial, I maintain that there is far greater return on that than that 360 cam thing. The 360 cam
there's no arguing that.
was untenable.
Yeah. Anyways, we do have some stuff to talk about today.
Also, shout outs to all our first timers. Welcome aboard.
Oh.
Garnet Graham too from
So how many
Periscope.
How many in the stream? This is the first EVGA stream you've seen. How many people are in the chat? This is the first one. Put a
1.
Put a 1
for your first.
And
time.
how many of you in the chat? This will be the last EVGA stream. You can put an F for that.
Well, I mean, it will be the last for 2019. Savage Sticky
Put an
Bun,
F if this is the last EVGA stream you'll ever watch.
Sin Sholin. I don't think. Oh well, sorry, Twisted Tyrant.
Last of the year.
Yeah, last of the year.
All right. So, anyways, we did launch a brand new product today.
Right, so we're gonna
which,
switch.
we talked about it a little bit, but now you can actually buy it on pre-order. It's going to ship towards the middle of January. You can switch it, and that is the SR3.
Wow, look at this board, and look at the graphics on this board. You like how I did that thing with the processor? That's neat,
Yes.
huh?
So this is for the flagship Intel platform, Xeon platform, like the Intel 3175 28-core CPU. So if you're going to build a powerhouse system workstation, then this is definitely the platform for you. It is not a cheap motherboard. Neither is the CPU a cheap CPU as well. However, if you're looking for one of the best platforms available today, then this is definitely it. This board has tons of world records. Vince has been overclocking with it. And Gamers Nexus may have one soon as well if you want to see what he's going to do with it. So it's, you can get it, and it's going to be available mid-January.
How many kingpins can this thing handle?
You can support it. It has physical space for 4 graphics cards, and it is a awesome looking motherboard. In fact, we have one. Which one is here? Which one is it?
Oh, this one.
We have one here.
Look at that.
So this is a sneak preview, sneak peek.
Sneak look.
This is actually a system that we are in the process of building for CES. So it will be on display at CES, and it's about 20% complete at this point. So we are still putting it together, but we will have this board on display at CES, running, of course. And
now, I think there's like a lot of really interesting features on this board. Like this water block here on a motherboard. Like that's nuts.
So it has a built-on water block that comes standard with the board, and the cool thing about that is that putting water through it is optional. So that cools the chipset and the VRM, and it is not required. Although you will get lower temperatures, obviously, and potentially better overclocking if you plug it into a water cooling setup. Can it run Red Dead Redemption 2? I hope so.
I mean, maybe. So. Could.
So 2019 has come to a close. What is your game of the year for this year?
Probably Sekiro. That was probably the game I enjoyed the most.
I'm going to go with Red Dead Redemption 2, although technically it's not a 2019 game.
Yeah.
But it is... I did play it for the first time in 2019, and it is a 2019 PC release. So I'm going to go with Red Dead Redemption 2.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is way more polished than Sekiro.
And Farguild.
Yeah, and Farguild. Well, I mean, most games are more polished than Farguild, but that's only because Farguild is kind of a weird thing that we made up.
Somebody said they fixed the engine noise.
Yeah. They. I mean, now Farguild is one thing, but Garfield's Card is a game that's only getting better, and if our negotiations go well, it can only get better from there. But no, with Sekiro, that was just a game that kind of just scratched all my itches when it comes to video games. It's like Dark Souls, except more aggressive base, which I enjoy. I just like playing around. I wish, out of all games that don't have DLC, because DLC is in every game now. I wish Sekiro had DLC, but it didn't. I also saw one Facebook user comment that he was he saw so many of our streams. The 24-hour one was tough, and then the 6-hour one too. The 24-hour one, that was tough, and not 24-hour, 20-hour one. But if you thought it was tough to watch, man, having to put it together and do it, that was another thing. The 6-hour stream was actually a cakewalk compared to the 20-hour stream.
Yeah, that one was rough, especially towards the end.
Oh yeah,
but it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed doing that a lot.
So this board is available for pre-order. If you pre-order today, you can get $200 off while it's available for pre-order. Again, shipping mid-January. And it's a beast, definitely. It's 24 power phases. It has loads of features, including the latest GUI BIOS with the auto-overclocking features like OC Robot, 2 Intel 10 gigabit Ethernet ports as well on there. And this is something cool that's brand new as well, which we haven't talked too much about. The software. So it actually uses a brand new software interface that we call Elite X1, which adds new features and a brand new GUI. This software will be updated in the near future to support existing EVGA motherboards as well, but for now it is supported on the SR3 motherboard.
Yes.
So yep, that's available now. And oh wait, are we still on the? Yes, we are still. So
and why does it say hot dog cam in the corner?
That was last week.
That was last week. Hot dog cam and no hot dog cam enabled. Could you imagine not having the hot dog cam?
Maybe next week again. No crunch dog cam, not this time.
Yeah, so it's a very unique motherboard. So who would you say that this is kind of geared towards?
Definitely geared towards powerhouse users or workstation users. Mm-hmm. So if you need the additional cores that you can get with the CPU, then like workstation use, video editing. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's great for gaming as well, but it's a little bit overkill on the CPU side if you're just doing gaming. But if you need to do encoding, transcoding, all that kind of stuff, then it is a great platform.
Rhettman asks, did you guys clean up the hot dog cooker? No.
I did actually.
Really?
Yes.
I thought it was like I thought it was like a barbecue pit where like the less you cook it, the better it gets.
So where'd it go? So here it is. So it actually has like two. It has this tray here. This tray slides out, and then you can like clean it.
Oh well then. So you clean the juice catcher, the grease trap.
Yes. The juice catcher. Can you cook anything else on this? Other than hot dogs?
Taquitos, maybe egg rolls.
Right. Maybe we can try that next time.
We can reheat your spring rolls. Corn dogs, maybe.
Donuts? I don't think so.
No, probably not donuts. Maybe those maple bar donuts. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it does have 4 8-pin power inputs on there as well. So
you remove the hot dog sweat.
You might need dual CPU. It's dual power supplies if you want to maximize the amount of power going into it. But
you can cook sausages.
It's a power-hungry CPU, definitely, especially if you overclock it.
You can cook sausages, bratwurst, basically anything hot dog shaped.
How do you go back to the...
Oh, you want to go to the corner over there? Yeah.
So on the CES build, also we're using... This is actually an Acertec cooler that you can get from Acertec. It's one of the few water coolers that support the CPU because the CPU is huge. So it's a big CPU, and it needs it has a unique mounting mechanism.
Now I have a question about this product. Where is it? There is a note on how the PCB on this thing is 16 layers thick.
Yeah.
It is a thick motherboard. It is also very, very heavy.
Yeah, it's
This-
heavy. Very
This
heavy.
is a very heavy motherboard.
A lot of that is from the cooler
Mhm.
because it does have a water block on there,
Oh, that
which
was
is heavy, definitely, and also just the robustness of the PCB and all the metal connectors.
Yeah, most PCB is between 8 and 12. Yeah, this one has 16.
This is a very heavy duty motherboard. You could probably put wheels on it and skateboard on it.
You know what?
It's,
I wouldn't recommend it,
I wouldn't recommend. It'd be a very
but you
very
might.
expensive skateboard.
I mean, you could probably do it with one foot.
Yeah, but honestly, it does not flex. Like it's
No. That's a solid board.
It's a solid board. It's like like one of those in and out quadruple stack 4x4. Is that what it's called? Yeah, thick.
Thick.
All right, so that is the SR3. You can get it now. We talked about Elite X1, and then I can't remember. Did we talk about this last week? I think
We did
so.
talk about it last week.
So
but-
the upgrade program's still going on. If you own the original new audio card, you can upgrade to the new Audio Pro 7.1 card, which is actually 2 cards in one. Well,
I mean, it's 2 cards in
not
one
2 cards
box.
in one. It's
2 cards,
2
one
cards,
box.
Yes, and you can just pay the difference in price, and then you can upgrade.
Yep, and that's quite the upgrade too. We're going from the already excellent new audio card. So if you are a dedicated headphone user and you want to continue using your headphones,
Let's skate.
you can go up to the new Audio Pro, which again has the dedicated headphone stuff. Just the guts are a little bit better. It has the backplate and the LEDs.
Yeah, it has a backplate. It has a little bit upgraded specs compared to the original,
Yeah.
and it has an improved RGB features because
that's what you kids love.
it's 2019, right?
But the real meat and potatoes is the addition of the daughter board, which gives you 7.1 sound. But also the guts inside the daughter board are also extremely high quality. So again, this is one of the better 7.1 cards you can buy for the price. And if you do have the original new audio, here's a great chance to step it up.
Yep. And that's pretty much the only updates.
What if I won my new audio card from you guys? Well, you gotta pay the difference. So you think about that. You think about that with your free audio card that you want to upgrade.
I'm pretty sure in the terms and conditions it goes over this, but I believe it doesn't qualify because you have to provide an invoice.
Oh yeah.
You have to upload an invoice that shows what you paid. That's how we know what the difference in price is.
Yeah.
So that is the new Audio Pro 7.1. You can also buy just this if you want, which is available separately at a lower price. It doesn't support 7.1, but you still get the backplate and the RGB bling
and the upgraded,
slightly upgraded internal components. So you can get either one. In the future, you'll be able to buy this separately as well. So let's say you bought this.
So let's just say here's a typical usage scenario. I'm a dedicated headphone user. I have the new audio card. It's great because it is, but I want to update to the Pro. But I'm not ready for 7.1 speakers yet. So I get the new Audio Pro. Just the 2.1, and then that's easy. But then maybe I go, you know what? Peter is such a great salesman, and he's convinced me that you need to hear my voice all around you. So you decide to get the 7.1 speakers. Well, now instead of having to buy a whole new system, you just add the daughter board.
Yeah, the daughter board.
Yeah. So if you're not ready for me all around you yet, in the future you can be. We got you covered. I got you.
Somebody said the digital out for the single card won't do 7.1. It'll do 5.1. So even if you have the single card, it'll do through the optical port. It'll do 5.1.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much all the updates I have this week. There wasn't a whole lot. Being a holiday week, there wasn't a whole lot of news and stuff. But that's pretty much it. What if your EVGA part is not on the step-up program? That part, I don't know what you mean by that one.
If he's referring to the new audio, then this is a specific program just for new audio. If you're talking about something else that's not on the step-up program, then it's not on the step-up program, and I imagine you can't step it up.
Yeah.
But then I'm not really sure what he's asking.
Will the original water-cooled new audio card eventually be enshrined at the EVGA company gallery? It should be.
Yes.
It should be. It's actually still on our. I just came across it because we're getting ready. So there's a couple of shows that we're getting ready for. We have CES, which will be in early January. We have PAX South, which we'll be at, is in towards the middle of January. And we're also possibly looking at DreamHack, which will be in Anaheim in February, Anaheim, California, Disneyland, down the street from us.
Down the street.
And
Very far down the street.
We may be there as well in February.
Can you explain the two connections on the new Audio Pro card? Two connections.
Well, there's one power connector.
Oh yeah.
And then there's the daughter board. So these cards, firstly, you need a power connector here, a SATA power connector, and then these two cards get connected together with this DisplayPort cable. So those are the connectors that's on it. And today is my birthday. What did you get me? Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! You get this. Yeah, I gave him the business. That's what you get.
All right, so that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So now it's time
for a little segment.
For everyone's favorite controversial segment.
Mired in controversy.
Look at that. I did it right yet?
And I did it right too. I didn't accidentally press the theme song button like I've done like for the past 3 weeks. All right, so now it's time for the joy of MS Painting. So how this works is you give us a subject and Mr. Freeman will pick a topic from that. He will show it to me. I will draw it. First one, no, not first one, but if you know what it is, you go to evga.com/live giveaway. You enter in what you think it is, and then you may be entered to win a prize. And that prize this week is...
we have Z10 RGB keyboards.
The Z10 RGB
Two of them. We're going to give away 2 EVGA Z10 RGB keyboards. Those are the newer Z keyboards that we just launched that have RGB lighting. And actually they have some pretty advanced RGB effects on there as well.
Please consider using... do you want to get that one?
Please consider using a PCIe or even EPS cable instead of SATA. Yes, there was a reason, and I think it was because it does require the 5-volt connection, as I recall. Not just 12. Don't use a Molex connector. Yes. Molex connectors are one of the... I'm not a big fan of Molex connectors. They... rarely plug in properly.
What switches are the Z10? I believe
we have brown and blue.
And you get to choose.
So if you win, just reply if you want the brown or the blue being the clicky type, brown being more silent. All right, so what is our category?
So what we got? That one?
Here, I know.
Okay.
This is a good one. Give me... I have nothing to write.
Just do it on Notepad.
I'll write it here. I want to see you draw this.
All right.
Without any reference art.
I never draw with reference art.
Did I spell that right?
Yeah, you spelled it right. I mean, you'd have to be an idiot not to know like what you're trying to say there. Okay. So, I'm going to start drawing now. Go to evga.com/live giveaway.
The category is Pokemon, and this is the name of a character in the Pokemon series, or whatever you call it. Did it work? It's not plugged in.
Yeah, that's why it doesn't work.
Right. I really want to see you draw this.
Okay. Okay, so
if you know what it is, go to evga.com/live giveaway and put in the answer there.
Why is this not okay? Try this. Let me try this again. Hit go file new. Give me a new.
Where's my mouse? Oh, this one.
Okay. Let's try it. I swear I have to get this set to be.
Even if you don't know Pokemon, then I think you should be able to get this.
Just already off the top. This is all. Yeah, like you can already kind of tell what this is. Trying to use my memory here. Okay.
So again, if you know what it is, evj.com/live giveaway. Put in what you think it is there.
I mean, I think that already like gives it away, but you have to keep in mind there's like 4 variants of this thing, right? So you don't know which one it is that I'm doing until I put in some more details. Looks like he has a comb over. Oh, you're cheating, man! You didn't have to put that up. I didn't
ruined it.
I didn't need that. I didn't need that.
It is not the Easter Bunny.
I don't think the Easter Bunny is a Pokemon. Is it? I don't know. Like, there's so many dog gum Pokemon now. Okay. I think it has like.
So again, if you know the name of this character, go to evj.com/live.
I don't remember if he has feet like this. I don't remember.
No, I don't think so.
And then you used the mouse and you gave me like an extra texture there. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, now I could absolutely ruin everyone's entry based on the tail that I draw right now.
Okay, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I could. Should I?
No.
And have another week mired
No
in
more
controversy?
No more controversy, please.
All right, there you go. Now that should be like. That should kind of cinch it up for people.
All right. Well, if you don't know what it is by now, then
Where have you been for like the last 25 years?
So the correct answer.
What is really scary is Peter knows how to draw this. Peter ending 2019.
That's actually pretty good, actually. You know, that's a lot better than I could do. So
you should draw one.
The correct answer is Pikachu.
It was Pikachu.
That is Pikachu. All right. So we have two winners. Whoa, two YouTube winners actually.
Well, there you go. See, I feel like they've won before, so they don't win. No,
Really?
no. They win.
Cade Carter, David Richards. Congratulations, you guys have both won EVJ Z10 keyboards. So just reply if you want the brown or the blue switch, and we'll get that out to you. And okay, so what if you drew the other tail? What would it have been?
It could have been a Raichu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it could have been a Raichu. And there's another Pikachu. I think it's called Pichu. I don't know what that tail looks like, though. But then I think I already committed. Well, this head shape with this comb over is very generalized, so it could have been anything at that point.
Well, I think before you even finish the tail, a lot of people put that in.
Yeah.
Pikachu already in. So if you flipped it, there would be controversy.
There'd be mired in controversy. Although, hold on, open up Raichu on the Google. I want to know, like, could I have gotten away with saying that because RAI, there you go, it's just right in there. Okay, yeah, they would have gotten me on the ears because
the ears are different.
The ears are significantly different. I would have to like add more ear design to it. But you know what? Actually, go back to the regular Pikachu. Actually, I drew the Raichu feet, so I could have no, I guess not, because Pikachu has those kind of feet too. In a way, I mean, I couldn't really tell what the hell I was doing there.
His nose is a little bit big, though.
Yeah, but you know what? I could really throw some curveballs in the Joy of MS Paint if I wanted to. Like, I start drawing it one way, and then all of a sudden I flip the details at the end. Like, say famous superheroes, right? And, like, I make like I'm drawing Batman, and I turn it into the Flash. I could do that. Or turn it into Wolverine. I could do that.
See, it's not a race.
It's not a race, man. Sometimes it's like, you guys go in super fast, and you think if you enter in faster, you win faster. No, that's not how it works. It's not a race.
I do not have a mouse.
Oh, yeah, because I don't know what you did.
There it is. All right. So, with that, now it is time for the secret word, I guess.
Yes, and we are giving away this 750 GA Plus power supply. Chickadee, check that out.
So what's the secret word?
The secret word is 2019. Can we do numbers?
I don't know.
I don't know if we can do numbers.
Well, let's try it. 2019.
2019, because this is the last show.
Let me know if it works.
2019, the last show of the decade. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how that works. Because does the next decade start next year, or does it start in 2011?
I don't think we actually solved that question, did we?
I don't know. So the secret word is 2019. All numbers.
Yep. Let me see if I can get this to load.
Oh yeah. We can use numbers because we did that for the anniversary with the all those that long number string. So we can do it. 2021 is the start of the next decade. Okay.
I don't think it's working. I should have tested it first.
That's pretty weak sauce.
Let's try.
Go to evga.com/live giveaway. The secret word is 2019, and we are giving away this 750 GA power supply. This is a gold-rated power supply. This one's fully modular. Yeah, this one's fully modular. So clean up your cables, do it right, do it with EVGA. 750 GA power supply. Do a lot with the 750 watts of power.
750 watts is pretty much enough for any system, I would say. It's very unlikely that you would need more than that. Unless you're running SLA.
Secret code is in numbers. 2019.
Oh, I think we got it.
There we go.
Maybe. Maybe?
Almost?
Kind of?
Just a lot of loading.
Okay, we got it.
Okay. So as we wait for this to load, we continue stretching because honestly, I don't know why we skip these parts. Like, we don't show this because I have a lot of comments on this kind of stuff. Like, why does it take so long to start up? This is a crime.
Can anyone tell what it is by the
This
sound?
is a crime. It should not take this long to start up a game. And we're not watching it load or anything. We're just watching, like, splash screens. Like, you know, like if you were watching a movie. Like, this is from this company, this company, this company. Do you have to watch this every single time you start up the game?
I don't think so.
I hope not.
We still got the hot dog cam on there, by the way.
Oh, I'm going to kill that one. It was not my idea to add that text there, by the way. That's not a me thing.
So,
Fargill Pizza Royale needs to come out in 2020. Agree.
So let's max it out first of all. Epic. Okay, that's good. Motion blur off. Yeah. Film grain. Do you use these? Most people, I think, turn film grain off. We'll leave the rest on.
You can rename video files and skip. Yes, that's true. I've done that as well because I can't stand those things. I really can't.
Yeah. A lot of times you can.
Does being faster in the MS Paint contest, thank you, does it benefit you? No, actually, it doesn't matter. You can be the first one and the last one, and all entries are valid.
Which one should I do? Oh. Am I a Jedi Knight, a Jedi Master, or a Jedi Grandmaster?
How come there's no Padawan mode?
The winners will be picked in about 20 minutes.
You're a Jedi Master. Let's do that.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you been watching The Mandalorian?
I have not.
It has Baby Yoda, if you haven't heard.
Oh, I've heard something to the effect, yes.
Wait, what happened?
Now, is that Baby Yoda? Does that end up being the Yoda?
I actually am not sure about that.
I guess that's one of those things that you just find out.
I have no idea. I don't think so.
It's not Baby Yoda.
It's an imposter.
There you go. Now you got all the people who are like gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
It happens after Yoda is dead. It does. So I guess the man Yoda died.
So it's a Yoda imposter.
So I guess the Mandalorian is not like Knights of the Old Republic status. It's like post sequel. It's after Empire, so no, it's not Yoda. Well, I mean, can't the Force, like, you can reincarnate yourself or something? I don't know. Like, they keep making up Force powers as they go along.
Does this game use Frostbite? Does anyone know? It should be.
I think it uses Frostbite.
All EA games have Frostbite. Even like FIFA is.
People call it Baby Yoda because Yoda's species has never been given a name. Is that true? I feel like that, like, at least in the books or the comics or anything, everything has been given a name. Like, even like, you know, Greedo, like his race has a name. Like, everything has a name. I am absolutely surprised they've never named
I don't want to
named
upset
the
your rhythm,
Yoda.
Cal, but the boss wants a word.
Baby Yaddle.
It'll be good for us. Here he is,
No,
Chief.
never had a name. Yeah, go figure that out.
An error has been detected on line 10A. All our clamps are jammed. I need 2 workers to climb up the
It's
security
weird
cable.
seeing a Star Wars
an easy
thing that looks pretty much like a movie, but it's in 16 by 9.
What's our score?
Because like, you know, I don't think
yeah.
I don't think there's been a Star Wars movie.
You know, there actually
Shot it.
hasn't been that many.
Okay.
Oh, it's
All
not
right,
Frostbite?
let's go.
Not Frostbite. Unreal Engine 4. Go figure that out.
Really? There actually hasn't been that many Star Wars single-player games. You know?
Define that, because there's a ton of
I
Star
mean,
Wars single player
But
games.
a long time ago, you know, like for the NES, SNES.
Yeah,
and
that's specifically what I'm
Yeah,
thinking
but
of.
I mean, like in the last 10 years, I would say.
Okay, so in the last 10 years, there was those Star Wars games where
Knights
like
of the Old Republic, I think, right? That's
the one where you had like all the crazy Force powers of Force Unleashed. There was 2 of those.
After you, kid.
yeah, that's the Knights of the Republic, right?
No, Knights of the Old Republic is the old like BioWare RPG game. The Force Unleashed was like an action-y kind of game.
Will you look at that? A separatist ship. Haven't seen a Luke or Hulk in ages.
Yeah.
Star Wars
Ages.
Racer. Star
Breaking
Wars
ground.
Racing is
Big
what it was
money.
called.
Did you play is that the pod racing game?
Oh yeah.
All right,
I played
let's
that.
go.
Peter, you will love the cinematic, music, acting, and story of The Mandalorian. I feel that that's not true. But I can't really say that because I haven't seen it. And I don't judge anything negatively until at least I've seen it. And I'm hearing, a lot of people are telling me that, oh yeah, you know, The Mandalorian's really good. I say, like, you know, I'm not a big fan of these Star Wars sequels that are currently
Well, a
out,
lot
right?
of people are liking Mandalorian more than they're liking the new movies.
Yeah, well, you know, that's
I'm
like
good.
saying I love frozen fish
Where
sticks
is
more
that,
than I
though?
love the dirt outside, you know?
Hey,
We'd have
don't
to
knock
find
frozen
another
fish
way.
sticks.
Frozen fish sticks
I'll improvise.
taste better when they're actually cooked.
They don't taste good frozen?
Oh, you could put that on the hot dog roller, fish sticks.
Okay.
Yeah, there you
You
go.
are
See,
not
we're finding
approved
new uses
trash.
for that thing.
I don't
Trash?
Can you really?
It's not approved
You
trash.
kind of have to put it in an oven, don't you?
I don't know. I mean, isn't that what a hot dog roller essentially
I
is?
don't even think you can.
I will say though, and I know I shouldn't like speak negatively on it because it was a gift to us, but that hot dog roller could stand to be a lot hotter.
Somebody said what graphics card are you using? So we're using a 2080 Ti Kingpin Edition.
The creme de la creme
So let's
of graphics
let's
cards.
turn off. Let's see what kind of frame rate we're getting. There's no. How come there's no?
Try spinning. That's a good trick.
Why is
Yeah.
is there no? Is there no resolution setting here?
Settings.
Where's the resolution?
Huh.
Or is it because I'm set to windowed full screen?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, because you're on windowed full screen.
So now we're on full screen. Okay, so that's 1440p. So let's try 4K.
Just to see.
I don't think it's quite 60.
No, that's definitely not 60.
Here's a cool trick that maybe some guys don't know.
Just like spinning.
That's 88.
I feel like we're not
Well, actually,
getting.
yeah, it is 60. It's way over 60.
That doesn't look like 60.
Maybe it's because VSync or something.
Maybe.
Let's put it back to 60.
Maybe it's the TV mode. Here.
Oh, is it still at 1440? Somebody said. It might be the refresh rate. No, it's at 60.
Picture. Yeah, we're on game mode.
I think it's the refresh rate is set to low for some reason.
on the TV. This is important, everyone. We have to figure this out. Okay, there you go.
So
That's cooking.
That's definitely. But now I'm in a. Oh, that's because I'm. All right, you know what? We'll just leave it.
we're We would love to fiddle with this more, but we are live, so let's wait for it. Okay,
We'll just leave it. Oh, let's turn on VSync.
Oh, I am glad to say that for the whole
there we go. Now it feels.
Yeah, that's 60. That's definitely 60.
It was VSync, so without VSync, it felt like not 60. So 4K 60. We didn't enable VSync. Everything maxed.
EVGA.com/live giveaway. The secret word is 2019. All numbers. We're giving away an EVGA 750 GA power supply, 750 watts of gold-rated power. I'm glad to say that in the last show of 2019, finally, we have a version of Restream that the chat has not crashed once.
It hasn't.
It has not crashed once. I am very happy to say that. So 2020 already looking up.
I can just about taste the credits.
You changed it.
I probably did. When are you gonna get like a gun or something?
Where do I go?
Game looks really nice.
I wonder what everyone thinks about me just kind of running around and just climbing things and hanging off things.
You know, there's a lot of streamers out there that do just that, except unfortunately they're not tethered to a 1 hour time frame.
Do what?
Yeah, just play the game.
Oh. Actually, we've had streams where Control.
Oh yeah.
I finished the entire game live on stream.
Wow.
At PAX. That game actually, you know what? I would say that is probably my. I said it was Red Dead Redemption 2, but I'm gonna reverse it now and say I think it's actually Control.
Probably follow the light, or I mean that's usually the key with these things. Oh, can you squeeze through there? There you go. Yeah, these are the hints that game developers try to give you that you subconsciously have to pick up on.
Sounds like scrap
Darn,
rats.
this looks good in 4K. Yep, we are playing
passing through,
on
guys.
pretty much
No
the
need to come out and
toppest
say hi
of the
this
line
time.
of top-of-the-line systems.
So let me turn off the cap again just to see what kind of frame rate we get. So is there an off setting? No. Why do they have this setting? 30.
You know what? I have friends who are graphics programmers, and they tell me that
Didn't stick.
that the reason why 30 FPS is a thing is it's all programming reasons that all go above my head. But I hate the excuse that developers give that especially on console that 30 FPS gives it a more cinematic feel. I say if that's what you want to do, put your money where your mouth is. Go 24. Go 23.97 frames per second. That's the cinematic feel. Do it. But then
Whoops.
oh, there you go.
Okay, I wasn't supposed to do that.
The force was not with you there. Let me put it that way. Do it. You won't. EVGA.com/live giveaway. Secret word is 2019. Team EVGA, are you planning to get an NVIDIA display? I don't know, Jacob. You haven't given me my Christmas gift yet.
Sure.
Oh well, then there you go. You heard it live on stream. He's got to give it to me now.
Whoa.
That was very, very epic. You gave Gravity the business by pressing the button at the last second there. That's got to absolutely destroy his hands.
Yes. He's not even wearing gloves.
You need to go full silent movie.
Wait, he's wearing one glove.
You need to go full silent movie, 14 FPS.
The ship cutter is here. There it goes. Hey, we should get moving.
So, one of the last kind of guilty pleasure games that I played was Shadow of War. And it was a trip because, I was playing the game and I was getting 100 FPS. And, it feels great to play a game like that, 100 FPS. And then the cutscenes happen, and then they're pre-rendered 24 frames and not even in ultra wide. Get out of here. AAA game my foot.
The cutscenes, if you're playing a game at 60 frames and the cutscene is 30, it's extremely jarring when you go from one to the other.
No, because the cutscenes were pre-rendered, so they were 24 frames.
Or that.
I mean, it did make it feel cinematic.
You can always tell. Don't try to hide it, game developers. We can
Well,
tell.
yeah, gamers can tell.
You can tell when it's not in-game.
Got it. Your turn.
There's got to be a better way to do this kind of stuff than like that.
All right, clamp secured. You okay?
Still here?
I like how they're just like nonchalantly like, hey, you okay out there as you go like jumping from thing to thing?
While it's raining.
We know we only pay you to scale union wages, but hey, you know what you're doing. Don't they have flying droids that do this kind of stuff?
I think they should, right?
Right?
We're done. Get out up here.
Can anyone stream in 4K? We did
take a
some
look at this.
4K streaming experiments.
YouTube can.
Yeah, YouTube can, but unfortunately Twitch does not let us.
Twitch can.
I mean, this he's been
Mixer
here, what,
can as well.
4 years?
5.
YouTube, you can stream. I think
this, but
there's
down
no
on the
limits
blazing
on
glory.
YouTube. You can
Those
stream up to
Jedi.
8K, I think. Even.
Oh, well,
Tragedy.
because with YouTube, like bandwidth is free to
Nah,
them.
I've always said they couldn't all be.
And same with
traitors.
bitrate. YouTube doesn't care the bitrate.
Yeah, maybe.
All my PC parts are from EVGA. Now that's a smart man. From EVGA 007. That doesn't sound like a conflict of interest.
Yeah. Here we are, scrapping
Is this
these
Jedi
ships from the
Fallen
board just so
Order?
they
This
can
is
turn
Jedi
around
Fallen
and
Order.
make new ones.
It's a really nice looking game.
All of us risking our necks for the bosses.
So this
And
game,
the pay was
actually,
better back
a
during
lot
the
of people
Republic,
really
too.
enjoy this game. This is my first time ever playing it.
So
just
a lot
thinking
of Star
this-
Wars games are actually
take it off this
knockoffs of
sucker.
other games, just with the Star Wars license.
What makes you think
And
I
I
want
heard
out
that
of
this game is a
Cal,
knockoff
you're a
of
young
Sekiro.
guy.
Really?
In the combat.
Me?
Like,
Oh, okay.
what they have instead of posture, they have like
Gotta
some
move on and live your
Forcey
life.
variant. I don't know if that's true. I haven't actually played this game, but one of my friends was recommending that I do play it because they said if you love Sekiro, you'd like this game. I said, well, it is a Star Wars game, so that just
Whatever you
means the
say.
plot
Hey,
is
we should
crap,
get back
right?
down.
And they said no comment.
Tried to play Crisis 1.
We did.
Fun fact, actually. That game is old, right? That game came out in like 2008, I think.
Yes, but still,
10 years old?
still it takes the highest.
You still cannot play it at 4K.
Yeah.
The funny thing is that Crisis 3 actually runs better than Crisis 1. It's more optimized for modern hardware. It takes advantage of like more modern PC stuff, multiple cores, all that kind of stuff. So Crisis
Jacob
1
intentionally hits like every piece of debris on the way down.
So Crisis 1 actually looks worse than Crisis 3 and
You okay?
runs worse.
Cal, I can't climb up.
Bro, just hang on.
That's it, mate.
No, don't let go.
EVGA.com/live giveaway. Actually, it's in the background. That's one of those flying droids I'm talking about.
Oh, use the Force.
Press 1 to use the Force, Jacob.
Wait, what if I didn't?
Well, then you'd have to redo the cutscene. Oh, there you go.
I used the Force and he still
I'm all
Oh,
right.
well, yeah, he
Pilot's gone.
paid off a lot better.
I'll get us out of here. Just hang on.
Watch out, Cal.
Look out.
Look at all these flying things that they have, and they have to have this guy like go out there and parkour out there. That's so
Hold
sad.
on.
I feel I'm moving this thing all around. That little metal plate is still on.
Bro, you all right?
Yeah. Okay, we gotta.
We gotta move. Come on.
EVGA.com/live giveaway. The secret word is 2019. All numbers. We're giving away this EVGA 750 GA power
Wait,
supply.
that was the Force, wasn't it?
Fully modular,
okay?
gold rated.
Please.
No,
Trust
but
me.
I've seen the.
Get her-
I've
get in
seen
there.
the stories. I've heard it. There's
Bro,
bounties out on people
I
like
know. I know.
you. Yeah, we're. We need to be careful. Yeah.
So,
So if it's Unreal Engine, I'm actually quite surprised it's Unreal Engine because pretty much all EA games are Frostbite now. Need for Speed, Frostbite, FIFA, Frostbite. I think Madden, Frostbite. Of course, all the Battlefront games, Battlefield games, Frostbite.
You holding up okay?
Good.
gonna get that one
Yeah.
up the keyboard.
Do you know
Kel.
when the Z10 comes to Germany? I do not
I'm
know
gonna work with you sometime.
when it will be available in Germany.
Never
Guess what? The
seen
Z10
anything like that before.
RGB availability in Germany. That I am not 100% sure.
Together.
But I mean, you can ship it internationally if you get it from like
I know
Amazon
the risk.
or even eBay, the eBay store. Of course, it does cost
I
you
don't know how to
to
repay
ship
you.
it there, but
Mention it.
you can.
I mean it.
You don't have to worry about me.
How do we enter? EVGA.com.
Yeah, Titanfall is Source Engine.
How do you enter? EVGA.com/live giveaway. The secret word is 2019. All numbers.
You know, disappear.
Just gonna head back to my place, grab my bag. Tappers owes me a favor.
I heard he was up on Mel Shadow.
Yeah.
Now, If this is
You see me for a while, bro.
in-engine cutscene, is very impressive.
Yeah, okay.
It's definitely in engine.
Okay, kill.
I was told that a lot of times with the in-engine cutscenes, like what game developers would rather do is they would rather do the in-game engine and then render out a movie because one, it's easier for consoles because you just put it in a video file so you can hide the loading there, but also because when you're switching the camera around in engine, it's actually a little bit trickier for a game engine to do that, especially when you're trying to do camera tricks.
Right. And you can't like touch it up, I would imagine.
Yeah,
You know, like
no
you
post
can,
processing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Prof?
This train sequence is awesome.
Prof, wait up.
Let's take a look at that. I do like the lighting in this. It's very moody.
Yeah, it's cool looking.
Like you can just like tell, like, you know, when you kind of go through.
Why are
one...
these guys all in the dark though?
Well, see how they're disappearing? Like once you go through, it's very dreamlike.
Where you going?
I like these kind of things in video games where they're trying to like do storytelling in a way that you can't really do it in a movie because you are like in control of it. But at the same time, the gamer in me just wants to like mash through and just get to the next area because I just want to hit stuff, you know?
Like the Remedy games are probably the best, I think, at that. Like all the Max Payne games, Control had a lot of that as well.
Ah man, if you were to tell my 10-year-old self that video games would be like this one day, I'd be like, what are you talking about, man?
It's pretty crazy because it happened kind of gradually. So, but if you go back and you look at like a game from like 20 years ago,
Apprentice, mark well and
pretty
listen.
amazing.
I remember when I first got my N64 and I heard Princess Peach talk for the first time, and I heard a voice in a video game, like a clear voice. I thought, man, this is the future.
There were some NES games I remember that had voices, and they sounded horrible.
They were not good.
Going on.
They were not good.
Everybody up. Identification ready.
So where does this game take place in the timeline? Because you've got like the old stormtroopers there,
line up.
so it's not new Star
Contraband
Wars.
inspection.
Alright, so this is your last chance.
So this is-
EVGA.com /test live giveaway.
Post Order 66. So I imagine this is after the prequels, but before the original trilogy. Okay, yeah. So that's where it is.
Secret word is 201.
EVGA.com/live giveaway. After Clone Wars, which was the second. Well, I mean, if it's after Order 66, that's after the third movie.
Is this
Or
all
the-
of them?
Sixth movie? Not part 6, but the sixth movie.
We seek a dangerous fugitive. This is no
I will
common
say that this
anarchist,
game,
but a devotee
narrative-wise,
of the treasonous
is a lot less
Jedi
insulting
order.
than the new movies.
Failure
Even
to
though, like,
turn
what's up with
over
this guy, right? He's
traitor
kind of a
will
very
result in a
video
charge
gamey
of
character.
sedition. Turn yourself in, or everyone present shall face summary execution.
I like that one guy with the stick. He went into like a
time
kata
forward.
pose, like time for execution as he kung fu's your butt. EVGA.com/live giveaway. The secret word is
I've
2019.
been working on this heap
Okay,
a long
that's your
time.
last.
Way before
That's your
the
last
war.
warning. Another minute. We're gonna
Refit
pick the
and
winners
rebuild ships.
to round out
Best in the
2019.
galaxy.
It's the end of
And
end of
the
another
Empire.
year. What a year it was too.
It's weird. man.
Engineers.
2020. Like,
Became scrappers.
sounds like so futuristic.
Remember how far off into the future the
Just
year
started getting
2000
warped.
seemed?
Yeah.
Now this is the 20th anniversary of the year 2000.
We all know the truth.
Man.
We're just
Okay, you
too
ready?
afraid to say
Okay,
it.
so let's go and do the thing.
To the Empire.
So
We're all
we'll
just
hopefully
expendable.
one day find out
Yes.
what's going on with the Empire.
No.
Okay, well that's a good point to end on.
Oh. Wait, lightsaber battle.
Okay, fine. We'll do the lightsaber battle.
I found the Jedi!
You found the Jedi, huh? Press 1 to use the Force, Jacob.
Wait, did it say that?
No.
Wait, I got a lightsaber now.
Okay, use the lightsaber.
Hold it. Don't move. How'd you get here?
Came in through the ceiling. How else do you think you got there?
Yeah.
Got a stowaway.
A stowaway? He came in through the ceiling right in front of you.
Oh.
Okay, what you gotta do, you gotta deflect a blaster bolt at someone. You gotta at least do that before we end it. Okay, here we go. Here's a bunch of jerks. They didn't hear you. Okay, there you go.
The traitor, blast him! Hit him already!
Look at all that unnecessary flailing. Okay, you gotta do that just before a blaster bolt hits.
Oh.
There you go. Give him that one.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I should move back. Let's get the cargo door.
Don't swipe them. You blaster bolt them. You give them their blaster back. Yeah.
That's where we'll end it, folks.
Okay, fine.
Cool.
Dig it. Cool game. I mean, I feel like a lot of people have played it already. I think it's on sale already. But as you can see, with EVGA hardware, you get 4K 60, and it's a beautiful looking game.
Mixer
user. Well then. So our winner is Mixer user Luckily Blast. Congratulations, you are the winner of a 750 GA power supply.
Whoa, I put 7,500 G.
Wow, that's a lot of wattage that guy's gonna run through his walls.
Congratulations.
Yes, you are the
Luckily Blast.
Luckily-
Not Lucky Blast. Luckily Blast.
Yeah, he is a lucky winner.
Hey, there he is.
There you go. Boom. Luckily winner. Congratulations. You are the winner.
So that's it.
Well, before we go, just let's take a moment to reflect on some of the great moments of 2018 or 2019 from 2018. And we had a lot of cool big streams. We raised a lot of money for charity.
Yep.
Had a lot of fun. Hopefully see you guys in 2020.
Yeah, we got some cool stuff planned for 2020 as well that we're working on, so should be a lot of fun. And then, yeah, should be good.
Yep.
And we'll see you all in the year 2020, which
Is coming
we
up.
should have flying cars and...
I mean, we're supposed to have that in like 2002.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. You see those old, like, they predict the future, like, for, like, in the 50s or 60s.
Oh yeah, like what the 1980s thought.
Some stuff they actually got right, because I remember seeing one and it was like they predicted like video calling.
Oh yeah,
at that
yeah.
time, which is like, I mean, we can do it.
And in Demolition Man, they had video calling, but in like the worst like format resolution, like a vertical slit, which was great for that one shot in the movie. If you've seen Demolition Man, you know what I'm talking about. But
it's kind of funny because when you look at that stuff, even though if they predicted it right, like they predicted video calling, the devices that they used were very 1950s, 60s style, very crude.
But yeah,
not like so like sleek like we have today.
But yeah, what the 1950s thought the 1980s looked like was hilarious, and what the 1980s thought the year 2000 looked like was even more hilarious. I feel like these days, we basically, whenever we imagine what the future looks like, we're more restrained, so it's basically what we have now, except with lasers. Like instead of a smartphone, we hold like this thing that projects what a smartphone screen would be in the air. That's all we do now. It's just everything with lasers.
I'm not sure I'd want to use that.
I wouldn't want to use that either, because you know what? It's already hard texting with just your thumb on a slide screen. I can't imagine doing that in air.
Yeah, or like I remember seeing like the keyboard that like project on your desk so that you can type, which actually I think do exist.
They do, and they're terrible.
I'm not really sure.
They're terrible. They're absolutely awful.
You tried?
Yeah, and one of the things that I tried that I thought was really cool was this finger keyboard, which like it's a bunch of like sensors on your knuckles, and you do that to type. It's absolutely awful. Absolutely. And one last thought on the year 2020. Requiem for a Dream says, the future is robots killing all humans. This is my take on the AI revolution. Humanity will have nothing to fear from robots rising up and killing us, because as gamers we know there is no AI in this world that knows how to handle circle strafing. And
we will defeat them.
We will defeat them in a circle. And with that note, we will.
Or we maybe all become batteries.
Or we all be. Well, I mean, that's if you don't circle strafe. Again, you circle strafe, they're just gonna miss every time.
They're turning us all into batteries. Is what the AI is doing.
All right, so we will catch you guys next time in the year 2020. So, bye.
Bye bye.